Thank you. Okay, so Mark is on leave, but I can still wish you all a big hello from London. Now, you may remember last week I spoke about how there seemed to be a common theme in the currency markets. I pointed out how we had seen at that time weekly key reversals down in Aussie dollar against the US dollar, Kiwi dollar against the US dollar, and a weekly key reversal up in US dollar against the Canadian dollar. All dollar stronger currency pairs against commodity currencies. I went on to mention that this was not a complete set, as US dollar Norwegian kroner had not made a weekly key reversal, again, at that time. Well, it seems there had been a delay in transmitting that news to US dollar Norwegian kroner, as indeed last week we did make a weekly key reversal up in US dollar Norwegian kroner. This was the second such pattern within 3 weeks. Now, here is the interesting piece. We have so far not really had much of a follow-through higher in the dollar here. This could be due to a number of reasons, such as time of year with Christian, Muslim and Jewish holidays all coinciding. Or it could be due to another reason. You see, we've had weekly key reversals up this past week in both NYMEX WTI crude oil futures and in ICE Brent crude oil futures, which together would normally have offset any potential weakness in the Norwegian kroner and strengthen the dollar against it. However, much like US dollar Norwegian kroner, we've also not seen a follow-through higher in these crude oil futures. Plus, the supposed bullishness in crude oils was not reflected in any of the products, such as NYMEX New York heating oil and RBOB futures, or in ICE gas oil futures. Hence, we're in a bit of a no man's land with this lack of follow-through to the key reversals made last week, which could perhaps go some way to explain the lack of follow-throughs. Elsewhere, we had an interesting weekly key reversal down in New York coffee futures with a limited follow-on lower. The reason for the tepid move down is that just underneath the market, we have a load of support from the April 2021 today uptrend, currently at 219.15, plus the long-term paralleling partnership of the long-moving average, currently at 214.90, and the April 2021 today uptrend, currently at 219.15. We also have nearby the August 2021 to February 2022 50% Fibonacci line at 217.45, plus the highs from July and October 2021 at 217.85 and 217.95 respectively. These look like some interesting supports, given that we did not see a similar weekly pattern in the London coffee contract. Next, we also had a weekly reversal up in New York cotton futures. This was at the top of the recent market, and also has had no follow-through higher so far this week. Finally, we had a weekly key reversal up in LME 3-month lead last week, very much on its own, with none of the other LME metals showing any inclination to do so, and also much like the other commodities detailed here, having at most a limited follow-through higher this week. Next week, I will be away, moderating or taking part in various panel sessions at Commodity Trading Week. That is taking place live in London and also online. But I'll be happy to share my technical analysis thoughts here in the week after. I was happy to answer any direct questions of anyone who is interested, and with that, I'll finish this section from London. I hope that you found these comments useful.